Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 9th. Today we are going to complete our chapter number 3 of biology, classification of living organisms. What topics we will do today? 2 to 5 kingdom classification, Whitaker's classification, Morgulus and Scott's classification. But before started these classifications, I want you to tell some of the terms that are very important for you, and if you learn these terms, then it will be easy for you to learn the classification. Or maybe you have heard these terms: cell wall, chlorophyll, prokaryotes and eukaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, heterotrophic organisms. Okay, so let's start. What is cell wall? The outer membrane of cells is cell membrane. The outer membrane of all the cells is cell membrane. But in plants, the cell membrane is surrounded by a layer that is called cell wall. So you can see this is only present in plants, and you can see this is the structure of cell. Around the cell membrane there is a cell wall. So plant cell has two membranes. First is cell membrane, and around the cell membrane there will be a cell wall. Okay ji, what is chlorophyll? It is a pigment that gives green color to plants. It is present in all green parts of plants. Chlorophyll is a pigment which is present in green plants. This is the microscopic structure of green leaves, and when we go inside the cell, what are the organelles that are responsible for the green color, that are called chloroplasts? This is the picture of chloroplasts that contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment. Okay ji, now we will start 2 to 5 kingdom classification. 2 to 5 kingdom classification means first the organisms are classified into 2 kingdoms. So first we will do 2 kingdom classification, that based on presence of cell wall and chlorophyll. Now you understand what is cell wall and what are chlorophylls. They are present in, if they are present, cell wall and chlorophyll, if cell wall and chlorophyll are present, that is make one kingdom, and if cell wall and chlorophyll are not present, that will make another kingdom. Okay, and I think you know that when cell wall and chlorophyll are present, that will be kingdom Plantae, all the plants. And when cell wall and chlorophyll are not present, that will be called kingdom Animalia. So here we go very microscopically they have classified that. Means because we have to study chlorophyll and cell wall within the cell. So we will compare plant cell or animal cell. You can see this is animal cell. Here there is only one membrane, that is called cell membrane. Okay, and you cannot see here the chloroplast. Now look at the plant cell. These are the main differences between plant cell and animal cell. You can see around the cell there is cell membrane, and around this cell membrane there is cell wall, and you can see there are green colored structures that are chloroplasts. These are not present in animal cell, and also the cell wall is not present. So this is the main difference on which that classification has done. But what will happen if some of the organisms have cell wall and they do not have chlorophyll? In which kingdom they should be included? And also large number of living organisms did not fit clearly into the category of plants or animals. So there should be more kingdoms. In 1969, another scientist classified the living organisms into 5 kingdoms. But before starting that kingdoms, we should know some of more terms, that are prokaryotes. What are prokaryotes? Listen carefully. This term may be new for you. A prokaryote is a unicellular organism. Unicellular means that have only one cell, that lacks a membrane bound nucleus. There is no nucleus that is having a particular membrane. The material inside the nucleus is present, but around that material there is no